And we're kicking things off here in our lower bracket quarterfinal elimination matchup. This is a best of 5 series. Very interesting to see the upper bracket is pretty much all best of 3s. And then you get into the lower bracket and stuff like that. It's all best of 5. I haven't ever done a format like this. On the left-hand side, we have the big black cats. On the right, it's going to be top 2. The members of top 2 are going to have first pick, first ban priority. We will be seeing, so there's just a slew of different stuff in here. So, big black cats banned out Garden, no, Cursed Hollow and Alterac Pass. Garden of Terror and Sky Temple banned out by the side of top 2. Can you blame top 2 after having a 30-minute match on Garden of Terror? They're like, yeah, we don't want to play Garden of Terror again, and I really can't blame them whatsoever. Zul'jin Vala bans once again. So I'm assuming Big Black Cats, they have like a Zul'jin or like an auto attack player that is really, really good at things like Vala and Zul'jin, because I did see Zul'jin earlier today banned out against them consistently as well. What is this last ban gonna be? We have a Blaze. Lucio is typically banned away. Brightwing can be considered could be considered here. Genji is also a hot priority as he's able to rotate from bottom to top or top to bottom quite quickly with his two mobility tools. Gul'dan will be banned away. He's a fantastic wave clear hero. He pokes on the objective very well. Sorry. Ran down the hall to the bathroom a little too quick. Shook up my belly. No, we've got the Gul'dan, but that's a nice, I like that target ban. So, I've been seeing target bans against Zarya for Big Black Cats in the first best of 3 of the day as well, so this is going to be interesting. We do have a Zagara picked up on top of this. That's an exciting start for Braxis Holdout. I mean, usually Zagara's kind of put towards the bottom of a draft. Garrosh in what? Anduin Genji could be a possibility if they want to go and just, dive into the backline, harass and stuff. They don't have much wave clear with that, but they still have 2 more picks on top of that. Gonna be the Chromie instead of a Genji. I do like that artillery being picked up early on. Anduin has great light bomb potential onto Garrosh right now. I doubt you're going to be putting on a Chromie, since she's usually the one kind of further back. But Garrosh with Indomitable can run at the enemy team and get that light bomb value. Maybe a solo lane priority ban. I don't think you want to ban away Genji, but it still could be kind of in the back of their mind. What's up, Stark? Good to see you today, bud. Falstad could be good. Falstad is pretty good on this map as well. A lot of poke potential. There's the Genji target ban as I was expecting. Stark, you're just in time. We're starting a best of 5 series. And this is our last series of the day. Last best of the day. So I appreciate everyone hanging out. Be sure to follow the stream if you're new or if you haven't been here before. Kira banned away. Is this going to be a Rexxar solo lane? I have seen Kira utilized as a counter into Rexxar in the solo on Dragonshire and Braxis. It's just the thing is, though, Dragonshire doesn't have many rotations to top lane. Like, it has a few here and there, but it's not as prevalent as Braxis. Shorter map, but still, I feel like we're gonna be getting a Rexxar on the right-hand side, and then something with some mobility. Something with some good mobility for the light bomb, potentially. Greymane's not a bad idea. The sustained damage is kind of nice. Ah, there you go. I like this. I like the Sylvanas. This is a top-tier draft from top 2. Kira ban, Rexxar pick is the only... Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with you, Stark. I absolutely agree. Last pick on the left-hand side. Gonna need... I'm assuming Zagara's solo. I feel like you want, like, a hyper carry with the Zarya. Yeah. This makes a lot of sense with the draft. The core 4 wave clear isn't too bad. I definitely like top 2 draft a lot more. Rexxar still loses to Deathwing melee build. Maybe Big Black Cats don't know that. We actually did see a Deathwing earlier too. Let's get into the game. I will start us up a Twitch prediction. Good to have all of you here. Thank you all for watching the stream. I appreciate it greatly. Top 2. There we go. 5-minute prediction. It's a going. Also, if you would like to look at the prize pool or check out Raven Court League, you can use !Raven. If you'd like to check out the bracket, use !Bracket. Left side of the map here in our best of 5 elimination matchup in the lower bracket. Quarterfinals, we have got Big Black Cats. Gara playing Zagara. Suspect on the Malfurion. We've got in Aiznama will be your Greymane. Reavers playing that Zarya. And last but not least, we have got Murden played by Hard.
10 seconds.
Right side of the map is going to be top 2. Casper on the Rexar. Misha to be played by Misha, of course. Banana on the Sylvanas. Anduin to be played by Darnovsky. Play on the Chromie. And Jahan, you get 1 per series. Jahan is going to be your Garrosh. Interesting to see. I believe this is a main tank player. I think probably I've mostly seen them on main tank. But Jahan Ayaya plays quite a bit of main tank and solo lane. Casper, of course, playing solo lane mostly. Haunting away from Sylvanas with the black arrows applied. Looking to poke onto the fort front gate. Zarya, Greymane, with Inner Beast active. Answering back. Down over in the bottom lane, as we do have our level 1s at the bottom of your screen for that Twitch prediction. Going to be having 3v3. Johanna Yaya getting a bit low. Has that Bloodthirst to heal up a little bit. Toss, Groundbreaker, tower shots, pretty good. Couple minions are in the way, and it doesn't look like... Oh! It does look like the Murden does go down. Anduin was thrown in to potentially get some last autos. Or maybe even, as we saw earlier today, a Garrosh toss kill. 3,000 on top 2 to win this series, or this map number 1. As it is looking like it's a 2-3 setup from both teams. I guess 2.25 setup in the top lane with Misha up here. Haunting Wave teleports back. Misha left to tank a bit of damage. And she's got the mend with the healing over time, no big deal. Camp over on the bottom right will be grabbed. Looks like Sylvanas will join into the allies. Bottom left camp has started as well. Nothing crazy for the level 1s, by the way. We do have Feel the Heat for the Zarya. Murden with block stacks. Chromie gets some scouting here with those deep breathing shots. Camp currently being contested. Rexar Misha coming in for the flank. Is there a charge onto Malfurion, maybe? The camp hasn't even been finished, and okay! Second blood, excuse me, goes over to the side of top 2. Malfurion lands a massive root. That would have been like 3 stacks of Entangling Roots level 1, or Vengeful Roots level 1. Chromie with the timeout to some allies. She did go Ed Horl Anomaly. Chromie continuing to troll her teammates. Leap of Faith. Banana saved. Top lane wave is going to be crashing onto the fort front gate. Greymane is going to try and get control of this top channel. 72%'s already gone to top 2. As Johanna Yaya gets a huge toss onto Greymane. Displacement is pretty good. Garrosh and Misha will not continue to chase them down. Meanwhile, bottom lane goes back over to the side of top 2. Top lane back over to the side of Big Black Cats. Murden rotates up to top. Bit of contest over here. Zarya applies the bubble to him. Casper actually getting poked down here by those particle grenades of Zarya. But no kill. 2-0. Favoring the side of top 2. Well, looks like there will be some Zerg charge over to the members of Big Black Cats, as seeing a big commitment to top lane from top 2. Hey, we got odds on the gamble, chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Sorry, we got oods on the gamble. We'll continue our mispronunciation of words today. Globes to be grabbed. Shando's Clarity. Level 4 for Malfurion. Venom Spines, Eyes in the Dark. Hunter-Gatherer for Misha, picking up 6 globes. Zerg Charge goes back over to the side of top 2. Barriers going on to Zarya and Muradin. Those will expire. Energy full for Zarya. Big old beam from her. Look at that thing slicing. Is it Dyson? It's currently Zarya taking a heck load of damage. Self-barrier, ally barrier. And there comes the Zerg wave. Here comes the Zerg wave in bottom lane. Chromie and Garrosh a little low, but they're going to have this huge wave pushing in. And it looks like there's been some early siege damage as well on the fort front gate. So now Chromie can step up with those Banelings, with those Ultralisks, with those Hydras, with those Guardians, and get great siege potential here. Time stop onto the Muradin. Groundbreaker is another little bit of damage. No Warbreaker level 1. Sylvanas Black Arrow's activated. She looks to amplify the siege. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side, Chromie does go down to the Zagara. Johanna Yaya looking for a counter kill. Maybe a Bloodthirst to heal up a little bit. 7 talents here faster for the side of top 2, but that experience is going to be... Oh, wait, nope, that experience is still going to be rolling through for our right side team. A little... almost in-place toss right there. Chromie did not activate that time trap because she just respawned. She was dead for a moment. Garrosh goes down to tower shots. Zarya, she's... Are you guys feeling the heat from Zarya? Oh, no, 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 no. Chromie, why? 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 Was that mistimed? Did the Chromie player think they were hitting the Zarya? Because that was like the ultimate troll onto Anduin. Oh, my ally's backing away? I better stop him right by Zarya, who's got about max energy. Zarya basic attacks deal 50% additional damage to enemies in melee range, while above 40 energy, Zarya basic attack size is increased by 35%. If you are wondering why that beam looks so frickin' big.
Here we go.
So, camps to be grabbed on both sides of the map. Our next Zerg wave should be announced pretty soon. Rexar and Misha picking up another globe. Just if you're curious, I can check. 16 regeneration globes on that Hunter-Gatherer. Malfurion lands a root onto Casper, slowing down, well, the Rexar, but no actual kill. Toss, Groundbreaker, charge through from Misha. A lot of good damage, and Zagara does go down. Another Zerg to be defeated here on Braxis holdout. This time the enemy hero. Temporal loop into a charge, and Rexar finds the kill. Nicely done for the solo laner, Casper. Malfurion getting harassed here. Bottom lane fort does go down to the camp that was summoned earlier. Greymane lunges in, finds the kill, and finds the double kill. It's a Curse Bullet. Greymane misses the Curse Bullet. I thought he was actually going to go for the throat to continue the chase onto the enemies. Curse Bullet, Expulsion Zone, Devouring Maw, Twilight Dream, and Avatar for Muradin. Devouring Maw connects onto Chromie. Tower shots onto Zagara as she's still taken down. Rexar gets that kill. On the right-hand side, Mind Control, Temporal Loop, Warlord's Challenge, Boars for the Rexar Misha. And that'll also be Light Bomb for the Anduin. Pretty common on that one. Misha almost going to be taken down here, but she is not picked off. Groundbreaker toss onto Zarya. Expulsion Zone. Johanna Yaya gets a Blood Craze at like 13 HP. Unfortunately, Greymane's able to get the kill. Or maybe even fortunately. Muradin able to Dwarf Toss away with the Avatar active. Malfurion lands a root. Misha does go down. Sylvanas has some good sustained damage. Haunting Wave. Oh! Anduin gets the kill with the Divine Star, I do believe. And now Sylvanas looking to just rejoin the allies here. Maybe clear out that top lane camp. Actually, it was just cleared up by the minions. Oh, wait, that's not what I want to do. This and this. There we go. Oh, it was a basic attack. It was a basic attack that killed Greymane. Anduin does have the 1.1 range increase from Moral Compass, so there you go. Moral Compass value coming through. I do believe Mind Control goes fishing, but no suspect at the end of that. 10-7 in our kills. More kills than minutes have elapsed here. Over in bottom lane, Muradin and Garrosh having a bit of a back and forth. Curse Bullet connecting onto the Chromie. Garrosh just rotating back up towards top lane. Groundbreaker attempt right there. No connection onto the enemy. Gilnean splash through. Looks like we'll have Malfurion grab a globe. Mind Control into the Zarya, but she's got a big personal barrier. A lot of energy. Temporal Loop. Warlord's Challenge. Zarya does go down. The Devouring Maw expires, and Chromie and Sylvanas get out looking for revenge. As Misha does get taken down by Greymane. Anduin was picked off as well. Time stop from Chromie. Muradin's gonna be thrown away. A little blood craze onto the enemy right there. Greymane goes in, lunges in, finds the kill, but he's gonna be picked off for it. And Zerg channel is going over to the side of Big Black Cats, but Casper will delay that out. Misha's spawning right now. Bottom lane wave with a couple cyclones, the catapults, pushing things up a bit. Muradin tries to go for a Stormbolt, doesn't land it. Misha, Rexxar finish out the Hunter-Gatherer. So that's going to be the armor on Misha and Rexxar now. 5 stacks on Bile Drop for Zagara. As we have... no other questing talents, actually. 9 to 13 in kills, 10 minutes, 10 seconds in. Zagara getting another stack on that level 7. Expulsion Zone, oh, the Indomitable. And Zarya cannot get a kill with particle grenades. Garrosh gets a handful of heals from Anduin. Misses the Divine Star heal, but that's whatever. Temporal Loop onto Muradin. He activates the Avatar. Mind Control coming through as well. Boars unleashed by Rexxar. They're trying to take down Muradin, but the Avatar buys enough of a window, and those Dwarf Toss armor and physical block stacks helping out a little bit right there. Sylvanas does have Mercenary Queen, so she's able to buff up those units, so I see the sort of reddish glow. Warlord challenges, Muradin's trying to Dwarf Toss away. Time stop onto Zarya. Top fort does go down. Light Bomb locks down Muradin. He's going to be picked off as well as Zarya. 15th kill as the bottom lane fort does go down, and top 2 are looking to continue to pressure out this lane. Black Arrows from Sylvanas. Nice damage onto the keep in top lane. Minion wave is still good. They also have that Hellbat, which is reducing the armor. That's where that -12 is coming from. Goes up to a -20. And that top keep does go down. And if Zerg wave is fully channeled to the side of top 2, this is going to be a massive, massive swarm coming in straight towards the core. 9 to 15 in kills. Bottom lane keep does go down. Sylvanas gets the kill onto Greymane somewhere on the map. It looks like it was in bottom lane as he was pushing that up. Muradin delays out the top lane channel for the time being, but Garrosh and Anduin kind of pincer move onto hard here. Stormbolt misses. Jahanaya just kind of tanking some free damage, but he's also setting up for his allies to step in. Groundbreaker toss. Avatar. There's a Light Bomb. Warlord's challenge. The camp not finished out yet. Indomitable, Leap of Faith comes through. Zergwave still charging up in favor of top 2 as the Boars are unleashed. The Rexxar Misha charge. Camp is grabbed. Unfortunately, Garrosh does not go down. And now this is looking like a commitment to end, in my opinion. "12 minutes plus. Temporal loop onto Muradin. No stuck in a loop, but he's going to be thrown away right into the garbage can. Muradin will fall. 17th kill to the side of top 2. Expulsion Zone denied by an Indomitable. Garrosh is going to eat way too much damage, and Zagara finds that counter kill. 1 for 1 in this siege through top, as it may be game winning. Rexxar and Misha are clearing out bottom. They don't save the keep. Zergwave at 70%. Greymane gets the ally barrier with the speed boost, and Sylvanas is taken down by Zagara. Zagara finding the double kill. Chromie. Hold on, Light Bomb from Anduin. Looks to step in, but immediately punished. Oh, this Zagara is just cleaning up with the help of Greymane. Rexxar and Misha are like, I thought you guys were winning. What's going on? So that was extremely awkward because it was no keep in that lane, and 4 people die.
Blue team's core is under attack.
Blue
team's core is under attack.
Is this GG's? Garrosh is here. Sylvanas is respawned. Garrosh is dead. Oh, he gets the Warlord's challenge, gets a Bloodthirst. Muradin Dwarf tossing in. Boar's unleashed by Rexar. Core shielding has been dropped. Expulsion zone out from the Zarya. She's just trying to beam down the core. Devouring Maw onto the Sylvanas as she gets the Will of Forsaken, and I can't believe it. Holy heck. Big Black Cats take map number 1 from top 2. I'm honestly surprised by that. I'm honestly very surprised by that. It's 1 p.m. I've had 6 alcohols. I would join you for a beer, but I need to go to the grocery store after stream today. So, rain check for tomorrow. How about that, homie? Rain check tomorrow, Raz, alright? I'll join you tomorrow. Which team wins Braxis? It was Big Black Cats. The real question, Raz, is have you turned my stream into a drinking game? If so, what's the word? There was an episode, I think it was How I Met Your Mother, where it's like one of the characters was like a newscaster, and apparently she had this crutch word, so people would watch her news, like her friends or whatever, and they would drink every time she used that crutch word. So she found out, and then purposefully was like overusing the word, so people were, yeah, it was clever episode. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into our best of 5 lower bracket quarterfinal, if I am remembering correctly. Let me double check this really fast. Lower bracket quarterfinal. Winner of this continues on into the lower bracket semifinal tomorrow morning. Loser will be... That's it. That's the end of their attempt for this group stage A. They had a Fruity Pebbles milk, purple Japanese yam, and coffee slushy. That doesn't sound very... No. I don't know. I love Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles is the jam. Oh man, I should. You know, that's what I should get at the grocery stores. I should get some cereal. I should get some stuff for some cold soup. We're heading to Dragonshire for map number 2. This will be first pick going over the side of top 2, as they lost the previous map, so they opted in for first pick priority. This will be the map choice coming out from Big Black Cats. And, do we get a target ban Zarya? That's the real question. Is there going to be another... Are we going to start seeing the target ban onto Zarya? Because that Zarya last game was quite good. Muradin to be banned out. Okay. Muradin was actually what they played on the side of Big Black Cats, so interesting. Wondering why they're prioritizing the Muradin ban. We'll have to see as this draft unfolds. Oh, will they go for the Zarya ban? That's the real question. I feel like if they don't, it's going to be a first pick. Zagara banned away. I guess they felt like Zagara was the bigger evil. And I mean, she did have some really, really good moments. The Zagara in the last game had quite a few kills, quite a good team fight, and some nice devouring maws as well. No, I follow you, Raz. I follow you on how it's gonna taste. I still just that seems like a lot of sugar. It seems like a lot of sweetness, because yams are also sweet. So I don't know. Hey, enjoy it. If it's tasty, enjoy it, but that does not sound appealing to me. That does not sound very appealing to me. First pick Blaze. Muradin, Garrosh banned out. Okay, so we won't be seeing them, finally. I feel like it's been a lot of Muradin, Garrosh, Muradin, Garrosh. We did see it in Nubrak earlier today as well. Dragonshire. First 2 picks. I honestly, like, the Zarya was really good. I would not be disappointed if they go into it, but this is going to be a Johanna Vala. Keeping it simple. Keeping it real simple at the start here. I do like the Shield Glare potential. Blessed Shield could be a really good initiation, followed up by a Rain of Vengeance. We might see Spinny Shooty Shot. I'm biased. I believe that a restaurant could serve me literal poop on a shingle and it would probably taste good. I think you might just need to get your taste buds checked there, homie. If you believe that you could eat poop, then I think you might need to get your taste buds checked. Blaze Diablo Stukov. Okay. Pretty aggressive composition here. It hasn't really shown a ton from their draft, so I guess at this point it's like, what do you want to ban out that you don't want to deal with? Cassia could be a ban if they don't want to deal with any blinds up against that Vala. Gonna get rid of the Hanzo. Hanzo synergizes really well with the Diablo and Blaze and stuff like that, with the Dragon's Arrow into like Lurking Arm, all that follow-up CC from Diablo or Blaze, so nicely done. Do they target ban that Zarya? Like, I know I keep repeating that, but it really did feel like it was a key and critical factor for the win for Big Black Cats on Braxis Holdout previous map. Gonna get rid of Malthael. Okay, so maybe they're gonna go, maybe top 2 is gonna pick up like Deathwing? Maybe like a Deathwing pickup? And then like a hyper carry Chromie or something? Only from the specific place. Sounds like you need to get your taste buds checked. They picked Ubi? I don't know what Ubi is. That's the purple yam you were talking about. Got you, sorry. I just read the part about it being a purple yam. I didn't look at the name from earlier. Tracer grabbed. Okay, alright. Tracer gonna be grabbed with what? They still need... I like this. I like this. I was gonna say, I think they need a little more CC, and this does bring that to the table. White Mane Leoric were grabbed. Is it a hyper carry Vala? Will they go into like a mage with this? They have a lot of lockdown post level 10 with the Johanna Vala, and they have the Entomb, so they could look at maybe like a Jaina or a Gul'dan. Or it's just another Zarya. There it is. Okay. Zarya's made her way back into this, beaming through the enemy. Let's see how it goes. Your Twitch prediction is up and available if you would like to participate in the gamble. Here we go. That's wild, though, Turbo. That's wild. Please, don't pick chocolate. Alrighty, left side of the map, we're heading into Dragonshire, map number 2 in this best of 5 series. We are going to be seeing Suspect on the White Mane, Hard on the Johanna, Reavers on the Zarya. Aizenma will be your Leoric, and Gara playing Vala.
I want to hug you like big, fuzzy Siberian bear.
I agree, Zarya. Right side is going to be playing your Tracer. Casper on the Blaze. Johanna Yaya on the Diablo. Darnowski playing your Stukov. And last but not least, we have got a Banana Junkrat.
5, 4, 3...
Creed of the Hunter for Vala. Zarya, same feel. The Heat level 1. Fealty into Death. We have got the Pity the Frail for our White Mane. Devil's Due Diablo. Parting Gift for Tracer. She picks up a little bit of extra charge quickly with that immediate Parting Gift. Every bomb is 7%. And she recalled with 24% already, so nicely done there. Adrenaline Stim Pack. Reactive Ballista Spores for our Stukov, as well as the extra wound timers for Junkrat. Even though it was nerfed by 20%, from 120 to 100%, extra wound timers continues to be the #1 pick for our Junkrat players across NA and EU. Tracer blinking in, Pulse Bomb connection onto, whoa, that Jet Propulsion read, nicely done, but no follow-up outside of that collision connection. How are we doing on gambles? 120 to 1,000. Okay. Well, we got odds. That's always nice to see. Reavers. Getting low. Zarya does go down. First blood over to the side of top 2. Looking to make this a 1-1 series in this best of 5. Lower bracket quarterfinal. So, 12 stacks for Avala. Alright, things are looking alright between both sides. Finished our cup of tea on that one. I don't think I boiled more water after the last time I got tea, so I'll have to figure something out after this game. Because we still got potentially a few more maps. 4 maps, including this one, potentially. Level 4 almost here. Shadow Charge starts things out against the Johanna. Some fire stomps from Diablo as well. Doesn't look like he's going to step up into the Vala. It keeps that hatred going off the minion wave. Iron Skin activated as Diablo does push the Johanna around a little bit. As I mentioned, Vala trying to keep that hatred going, poking at enemies, trying to get that stackage on that Creed of the Hunter level 1 rising. And Blaze will do his best to manage top lane. There's quite a bit. Oh, whoa! Okay, so Junkrat got the kill on Johanna. Looks like she probably stayed on the point long enough to allow Tracer to get the channel here. Top 2 will have 2 kills. They'll have first Dragonite. Zarya and Leoric are pushing up top lane. Over in the bottom, Concussion Mine onto the white main, or the Vala, sorry, excuse me. And she does go down. That's 1 stack of that Gambit gone. Down to 20% bonus attack speed. Jet Propulsion from Blaze not connecting. Reavers purposefully tanking some tower shots to be able to get some extra energy. Using that particle beam onto our Blaze here. Keeping that energy quite high. A little self-barrier. Tanking a couple more tower shots. Top lane fort getting dropped down to nearly 50%. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, though, Siege Giant, Stukov, and Junkrat deal pretty decent damage on this. The Dragonite in mid will expire. Tracer almost gets the fort here. Blaze does get the kill onto Leoric in top lane. Bottom fort does go down in all of this. 7,900 to 7,000. Hey, we got some good odds. Thank you, chat. Appreciate it. Thanks for participating, everybody. 7s are here. Full Fire Stomp build for the Diablo. Chattering Teeth, as well as the Sticky Wicket. Nothing else crazy really to note. Well, the one thing to note here is Tracer's going to recall, able to blink south side of this lane. Does not go down. Landed the Pulse Bomb onto an enemy. Now steps back in. Concussion Mine splits the Zarya, and Vala picks up her first stack of Creed of the Hunter. As I mentioned, she's already died once. Oh, good Shadow Charge onto White Mane. Jet Propulsion follows that up, and White Mane does go down. Uh-oh. Oh, good recall. Good blink. 200 and something HP. As Vala is able to vault away from that Concussion Mine displacement. I feel like Blizzard adding Gambits was a bad idea. I don't think so. Just don't take the talent then. If you don't want to lose the stacks, don't take the talent. Shadow Charge, overpower. Nice Iron Skin from the Johanna. Flank from Leoric. No level 10 yet, so no Entomb. He's going to get the barrier from Zarya. They're looking to slow down this Stukov. And even without paralyzing Rage, this is still enough of a CC. Whoa! 10 talent here comes through. The turnaround with the Lightning Breath Riptire. Tracer goes in, lands the Sticky Bomb onto the Johanna, but she denies the slow and some of the damage with Iron Skin activation. Jet Propulsion away by this Blaze, and Stukov will respawn here in 1 second. But 10 talents here on the right. Lightning Breath, Sticky Bomb, Bunker, Massive Shove, and Riptire. Gambits give you 2 powerful early leads? I don't really think so. I've never seen a Vala who takes Gambit at level 1 guaranteed to win a game. I've never seen a Divine Fortress Johanna. Period. No, I've seen 1 or 2 when the Gambit came out, but no one takes that. Barely anyone takes Stitches. That's at level 7. Feeding Frenzy Dahaka is very, very good, but no one takes it because it's No, not Feeding Frenzy, sorry. It's, what's the gambit for Dahaka? Feeding Frenzy's the cooldown reduction at 7 that everyone takes. I'm blanking on Dahaka's level 7, but rarely anyone takes that, so... I mean, on paper, some of the things look good, but in actuality, rarely any... Vala's gambit is probably the most common gambit we get. I barely even see... Well, I don't even really see Raynor in general, but I don't see his gambit at level 1. Even when I see Raynors, it's typically the Exterminator level 1. So, I don't know. In the games that I've casted, the games I've played, I don't feel like gambits are game-breaking to the point where, oh, you got Vala with Creed of the Hunter, you're gonna win. Paralyzing Rage. Wait, no. Paralyzing Rage is Leoric's slow. Right? Is it really called Paralyzing? No, isn't it like Enzymes? Paralyzing Enzymes? No, that's not right either. Dahaka's, like, level 16 with Dahaka, you can land a drag and deal, like, 800 or something damage if you don't lose any of the stacks. But then you're giving away Feeding Frenzy at level 7. Johanna shows up occasionally. In the games that I cast, I never see Johanna's Divine Fortress. Between the multiple divisions of NGS and Heroes Lounge and high-level play like we're seeing, I rarely see Divine Fortress. It's Zealous Glare like every single game. Lightning Breath onto Leoric may have actually got the kill, and Savage Charge just kind of saved him, but he's now in an awkward spot, so maybe it didn't save him whatsoever. Dragonite does go over to the side of top 2. Overpower into Shadow Charge. Paralyzing Enzymes does sound right, yeah. Oh yeah, Primal Rage. Yeah. That makes sense. Overpower. Oh, that's a huge ship repulsion, but is there enough damage to take anyone down? No, it's all going southward. Southward? It's all going southbound. Oh, we're going southbound on Dragonshire. Quadra kill over to the side of Big Black Cats as they reset the Diablo Souls. Enzymes is the 7, Rage is Leoric 4, yeah. Well, there's also, as Stark was saying, there's Primal Rage for Dahaka, so easily confusable. But yeah, to be honest, of all the gambits, and I'm like, this is my honest opinion, of all the gambits, Val's is pretty much the only one that we see. Like, maybe you get, like, I know there's like an NA player that likes to take Paralyzing Enzymes on Dahaka, but there's like one player that I've ever seen. I don't see Divine Fortress. Maybe you get Stitches here and there, but it really doesn't feel like, I mean, it's just, I don't see it very often. I think if you're taking the level 7 for Stitches, I think you're giving up Serrated Hook, which is the very common hook pickup at level 7 for our Stitches players. I think that's what it is. Anyways, I don't think gambits are that bad. I think it's very punitive to some players as well. Like it's almost like a bait. Bless Shield from the Johanna starts out a fight over here. Down 16 talents here. The members of the members of Big Black Cats want to make something happen here. Even down the talent here, and it looks like it's kind of going okay. Diablo gets dropped a little low. Top 2 is backing away. And Junkrat continues to poke in. Spread volley level 16. Some blinks in. Parting gift value for Tracer here. She recalls and gets full on Pulse Bomb. Enzymes got a tourney kill a while back. It feels niche. A tourney kill? What? I don't follow the verbiage on that one, homie. 16s are here on both sides. Dragonite for the side of top 2. Kicks away the white main. Expulsion zone from Zarya. Banana is getting low. Concussion mine, and Junkrat does go down. Val is able to work through that Dragonite quite quickly. Pulse Bomb. And the answer is a blessed shield. Recall from Tracer. She's right next to the enemies, and Vala picks up her 158th stack. She does have 1 death, if I'm not mistaken. 2 deaths. Vala's died twice, so she's down to 15% bonus attack speed. Jet propulsion from our Blaze, connecting onto 2 with that splash. Vala doesn't have a whole lot of mana, and she's a little low on HP, but hey, those autos are raining in. She's got Manticore level 16. You keep getting that 3rd hit, you keep getting some value against the enemies. Do I have Vala clicked? I'm trying to see if I can... Usually you can see the Manticore shot thingies. Okay, I do have her clicked. That's weird. If I take Dahaka Gambit 7 because I miss most of my drags. If I take drag CDR, I waste even more of my mana. That's when you go into Symbiosis, Hero Stalker, and the other talent that I'm blanking on. And then you just Dark Swarm on top of them all the time. Rain of Vengeance down from the Vala. The Lightning Breath almost kills Leoric. Tracer blinks in. She gets the parting gift kill onto Vala, and Vala loses another Gambit stack. Down to 10% if my math is correct. Primal Swarm. That doesn't sound right. Yeah, spinny build is fun. Become Sonic, yeah.
Harness the power of sun and moon. Put an end to this cursed round.
Yeah, we're just blanking on talents left and right today, but that's all right. Diablo's full on souls. We're post level 10, so we only consume 75. Leoric is probably dead to Tracer here. Dragonite does go over to the side of top 2, and it's things are kind of falling apart here on Dragonshire, map number 2 in this best of 5 lower bracket quarterfinal. There's no exclamation. No exclamation for that one, Stark. Kick onto the Vala. Rain of Vengeance from the Vala. Sustain onto her from this Tracer. It looks like the members of top 2 want this to be a 1-1 series in this best of 5. Dragonite starting to get some crazy good damage on the core here. Dragonite getting low though. Diablo's gonna pop out of that in a moment. Siege Giants raining in rocks as well. Massive shove pushing around. I think the Johanna Jet Propulsion pushing people around, and Vala does go down. I think that was her last stack of Gambit, but either way, that will be map number 2 to the side of top 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a series on our hands. All right, well, let's get ourselves set up for map number 3. If you're having a good time here, be sure to drop a follow. If you'd like to support the stream further, it's always much appreciated. I'm going to go with Sono. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Sorry, I was trying to figure out your name. I was like, Sono Slay? Thank you for the follow, bud. Sorry for murdering your name. All right, let's go ahead and get set up for our next map. Definitely encourage you to consider subscribing. If you'd like to use your Amazon Prime Gaming here, that would be amazing. Get yourself ad-free viewing, support the stream. You get amazing emotes, and of course, I summon the John Cena to steal $250 from Jeff Bezos' pocket. He comes over here and tells me about Peacekeeper Season 2, and maybe, just maybe, he'll deliver a close-handed slap to the face of Jeff Bezos. Get your primes in! It's almost like I've tried to make a career out of casting, trying to create some good casting environment, trying to create some fun for all of you. It's almost like that's, you know, been my job for a while now. Welcome back, everybody. We're in Battlefield of Eternity, map number 3 in this best of 5 series. We got a 1-1 score between both these teams. And we're heading into Battlefield of Eternity. I think I've said that twice already. We have got first pick over on the side of top 2. They are the winning team from the last game, so it looks like Big Black Cats opted in for map pick priority getting into this next match. Getting into map number 3. Our losing squad opts in for something unique on this map. I thought White Man only had one ult, the damaged one. I forget what it's called. Okay. Blaze first banned on the right-hand side. We have got Johanna banned away on the left. Alright. And so you know what? The Zarya, I kept talking about it. I was like, the Zarya, you gotta be worried about that. The Zarya, this and that. And last game, top 2, did a fantastic job of shutting that down. How about what Gazlo's 20s do other than triple bomb? I've already proven myself to you once, chat, so I don't have to prove it again. We have got a Hogger Blaze ban, Johanna, and what will we get rid of here? Okay, some more main tank priority bans. Last game, I think it was a Muradin and a Garrosh ban. So we get into top 2 first pick with a Hanzo. Makes sense for Battlefield. Vision, Scatter, Mortal Burn, blah blah blah. All that's good. Do the members of Big Black Cats consider another Vala here? Will they consider Azul Jin on this map? There have been a couple target bans earlier today against Big Black Cats with Azul Jin, but it looks like they're going to prioritize the Vala early on. Will they look for a main... Oh! Double healer composition maybe in the works? Main tank Uther. Pick up like a Karazim with this as well. That's the wrong alert. Twitch, that's the wrong alert. Twitch, that's the wrong alert! Twitch alerts are doo-doo butts. Why are Twitch alerts so incorrect always? Cheering.
1000 I yield. I never learned white main talents at all. Well played.
Twitch alerts, I don't know why you're like this, but you are honestly the worst at times. I don't get it. Hold on, I think I know. Hold on, let me try this really quickly. Sorry, I think there's an organization thing on the Twitch alert side that are causing these issues. So give me one quick second. Give me one hot second here to try and fix this. That goes there. That goes there. To reorganize these all. All right. If I hit randomize... Okay, none of them are randomized. So if I do this again... let me go back to alert home, back over here. I know we're missing some of the draft, but you guys can see it, so I'm not too stressed out about it. Let's try this again.
I'm a buff baby.
I figured it out.
Like a man. I can shake a my fanny, I can shake a my can. I'm a tough tootin' baby, I can punch your buns. Punch your buns, I can punch all your buns. If you're an evil witch, I will punch you for fun.
Cheer 1000 I yield. I never learned white main talents at all. Well played.
Thank you very much, Crush, for the 1,000 bits. I sat here and proved myself, and I appreciate that donation. Seriously, thank you very much. That's awesome of you. All right, I had to fix some Twitch alert stuff. No big deal. The double healer composition is happening on the side of Big Black Cats. We had a last-second Viking target ban. That's a weird one, but it's, I mean, we have seen it in the past. Long time ago, June did Vikings on this map during CCL Season 1 for Sidestep Kings, and it actually worked, but that's also June. We have on the left-hand side banned away. We had a Sylvanas, Muradin, Stukov, Yrel, Hanzo. Really good draft from top 2. Just kind of checks every box. Triple healer. I gotta say, Big Black Cats, if you are going to be going the shenanigans route, you need to look at Gilly Shark at Bingo Night and their 5 solo laner Unga Bunga for Battlefield. Unironically, and I mean this with no cap at the end. I know some players, talented players in my opinion as well, that play 5 solo laners on Battlefield, and it's consistently good. Stark, I think, might have the stats on that one if he's hanging around in chat, but he might be busy prepping for D&D. Let's go ahead and swap us into the casting screen. Thank you again, Crush, for the 1,000 bits. That's super generous. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Which team wins Battlefield of Eternity? Get your gambles in. We've tried triple healer on BOE too. It's just when you all do Unga Bunga on Battlefield, it just brings a smile. Just brings a smile to my face. It's a fun, unique draft. It's awesome to watch. On the side of Big Black Cats in this best of 5 series, we've got a Uther, played by Hard Reavers, on the Ariel. We've got Gara on this Vala, I do believe. Suspect will be playing Lucio. And we'll see Kira played by Azuma. I nailed that. Right side of the map is going to be top 2. Casper on Urel. We've got a Johanna Yaya with your Muradin. Sylvanas will be played by Ply. Darnovsky will be your Stukov. And last but not least, Banana playing that Hanzo. First level 1 talent, Perfect Storm Muradin, huh? Q build Hanzo, maybe a flawless technique enjoyer. Target practice for Hanzo's got to hit every enemy hero 3 times to get the 100 extra damage. Hanzo will have 30% range increase after hitting every enemy hero once. We'll check on those stats later on. Lucio goes in with a push-up. That's going to be a whole heck load of damage onto Banana. He gets a good heal from the Stukov and the natural agility. Just as Hanzo's going over the fence, he's sniped down, and he's going to be stuck on top of that. Dead. Sylvanas Urel in top lane up against the Kira. Black arrows will be activated. Silver Touch Uther level 1. Revolving Sweep activated into a Righteous Hammer from Urel. Uther comes up with a stun onto Casper. Once again, we've got auto attack build for the Vala. No puncturing arrow level 1. Kira with that Carnage upgrade level 1 with the maximum effort. If Carnage damages the same enemy hero 3 times, it deals additional 117 damage and slows by 25% for 2.5 seconds, as Kira will get the kill in top lane. My apologies. Getting the details on that one for all of you, because I don't think many of us see a lot of Kira. Let's be honest. Outside of people that play Kira, we don't see many Kira games, because there are not many Kira players. Kira's the reason that HGC died. I remember someone once told me that Orphea was the reason that HOTS died. Orphea was the hero that the developers were allowed to create because the game was going to be, HGC wasn't going to be supported anymore. That's what someone once told me. And I said, yep, that's a sentence you did say. that is a string of words with punctuation between them. Don't really have much to say on that one. Poke damage onto this Vala right now, as we currently have Impaler Camp pushed into the bottom lane fort front gate. Gets a little bit of siege value. How's our gamble looking? Whoa, not a whole lot on that gamble. If y'all would like to put some channel points on the line, we got a best of 5 here. We got a long way to go still. Well, potentially a long way to go. At minimum, 2 maps, including this one here. Nice body blocking from Casper, able to get the camp, and I apologize. Vala gets run down in bottom lane. I'm missing a couple things here and there, focusing too much on these engagements. We have Sledgehammer picked up level 4 for the Muradin. He's got 6 stacks on that level 1 Perfect Storm. Uther tank, Rhaegar offlane, Tyrande healer. Oh, I like that a lot. All right, cool. We got odds. Thank you, Chad. I appreciate you all putting some channel points on the line. Let's go into this first objective phase. Lucio with a little bit of poke on DRL. We've got the first half won out by the members of top 2, right? Yep. I have Immortal Dyslexia. I always read them backwards. I'm like, wait. Red doesn't burn down red. Immediate race onto this Immortal. Muradin helping out quite a bit. He'll have increased cooldown reduction from that level 4 post level 10, but the revolving sweep into the Sylvanas. Vala finds that kill. Now Muradin landing the Stormbolt, but they can't get the kill because there's just way too much healing to deal with. Uh-oh, Stukov, Detainment striked and bopped into the wall. This is going to be a double kill over to the side of Big Black Cats, who have a 4-to-1 kill difference, or I guess a 3-kill difference. And we're looking at about maybe 50% or half a level difference right now. 6 and some change, or 6.5 to 6. Murden's able to dwarf toss away. Kira on the left-hand side is working on this objective, but she's got a long way to go. Over 13,000 points of HP to work through. Meanwhile, 1,021 on this right side, Immortal, and Stukov is gonna cheese it! Stukov! You love to see it. Stukov with a little cheesy lurking arm. Whittles down the Immortal. And Big Bad Belith in the bottom lane. He's going to be dealing around a little over 1,000 damage into structures. We'll see what kind of push top 2 can get. Now, they're trailing a little bit in experience, but they will hit 7 for this push. Sylvanas does have possession levels 4, stealing a minion or 2. Murden fishing for a Stormbolt, almost finds the Vala. Doesn't look like it connected in time. Hanzo does have the Dragon Hungers. This is a flawless technique direction. No explosive arrow, no like, oh, Bahamut, you gotta get explosive arrow because the... Or piercing arrow, sorry. I'll have to see. Level 16 will be telling. Vala vaults in the Hungering Arrow, but it's not enough. 99 HP on Banana. Throws a Stormbolt back. Darnovsky pushed off against, and that will be Vala vaulting in and getting so much value with the Death Dealer. Nicely done. 6-1 in kills. And Big Black Cats looked to take down this fort. Granted, the Immortal's going to get a free fort during all this, so... I mean, map-wise, structurally, yes, there's a lead for top 2. Kill-wise, there's a 5-kill difference. 6-1 in kills. Level 9 almost here as Vala tanks a tower shot or 2. The bottom lane fort dropped down to about 60%. Savannah. Oh, wait, hold on. Hanzo, some decent damage onto Vala. Avenging Wrath in. They're really focusing on Vala right now. Big heal from Ariel comes through. And meanwhile, Kira, she was not scouted by Casper in that rotation to top. I don't think Casper was seen there. Excuse me, Kira. I cannot say this player's name correctly, so I'm just going to avoid embarrassing myself too much today. What are we looking at for Hanzo stacks? We got a bit of a lull right now. Let's see what we got going on for this. Hey, just finished out his third. Got to hit Uther once more, Kira twice, but he has the 30% range increase. Every enemy here has been hit once. There's at least that. That's some high quality H2O right there. High five, Lucio, Divine Shield, Rain of Vengeance, Crystal Aegis. I was kind of thinking we might see Resurrection, but I didn't want to say anything to jinx it, and unfortunately I thought about it, so I guess that was the jinx. Final strike from Kira. It's a low cooldown, 40 seconds. Right side team members of top 2 are about to have their level 10 stun from Uther onto Stukov. Hand of Freedom was applied, I think, from Casper onto Stukov right there. He had some faster movement speed out of seemingly nowhere. Sounds very Urel to me. Alright, so camps to be grabbed. Second Immortal phase spawning in the east-west positionings on the race potential side. Blue on the right, red on the left. It does seem like the members of Big Black Cats want to try and... Okay, so they're gonna put Vala Kira to race the other 3 healers around for defense. Containment Strike, I think, met a Righteous Hammer, and now we get into full race between these two sides, but Vala Kira have already done... Oh my god! Sorry, I saw this, the Immortal health bar, the blue Immortal health bar just, like, dropped by, like, a significant few hundred. But shot from Lucio, Rain of Vengeance, Wailing Arrow. Wait, no, not Wailing Arrow. Oh, there was one. Dragon's Arrow went in there as well. Final strike from Kira does not take down Johanna. Yeah, it does because the bleed comes through. Lucio, Uther, Kira do fall. And Val is able to get away with all of her Gambit stacks. She actually has died once, so that's going to be down to 20% bonus attack speed. But this Immortal will be won out by the side of top 2. And by the way, we didn't talk about this. Haymaker Muradin, Wailing Arrow Sylvanas, Dragon's Arrow Hanzo, Ardent Defender for Urel, and Flailing Swipes for the Stukov. I still remember the time how Hanzo went Q versus my Abathur. Yeah, so I used to play, I would play, like, ranked in the afternoon, and I'd play, like, a bunch of, like, random quick match games for funsies in the morning. on like Tuesdays, and I remember there was a couple games where like before I got into the game, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go Q build Hanzo, and I get into the game, I wouldn't look at the draft, I'd be talking to chat, and I just like auto select Q build Hanzo, like, you know, you hold down control 1 or whatever it is. And I remember like chat would be like, Bahamut, there's an Abathur on the enemy team, and it'd be like, oh, well, well, I've messed up. I've made that mistake a couple times. At that point, you just don't even try and greed for it. At that point, you just don't greed for it at all. Anyways, the Immortals pushed into top lane, favoring top 2. It's 4-7 in kills. Kills favoring Big Black Cats, but overall, when we look at experience, it's pretty close between both sides. About maybe 700 or so difference, and it still will be level 13's almost here on both sides. Actually, it's even less than that. It's like less than 500 experience difference. Uh-oh, Kira in bottom. Wrap around from the Sylvanas. Kira, does she have a grapple? Wailing arrow! And a lurking arm says, no way, Kira, you're going down. Top 2 with a nice pick into bottom lane. As we currently have Muradin harassing over here, but it's a 1v3. Rain of Vengeance, no avatar available because he took Haymaker. Lands a Stormbolt, and that's the end of Muradin's health bar. Bottom lane does get pushed in a little bit more with those black arrows. Response from the enemy, but Urel's around. Righteous Hammer to push them back. Speaking of things, tools to push back the enemy, Flailing Swipes utilized by Stukov as he's hit with a Rain of Vengeance. Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo coming out from the bottom of the camp. The Divine Shield from Uther applied to somebody in all this. I think it was the Lucio. And in 2 levels, we'll find out if our Hanzo player is a fan of flawless techniques. His flawless technique in this game would be a heck load of burst damage. Sidewall's being taken down. First structure maybe to fall here. Vala vaults in, almost punished. There's a lurking arm from Stukov. Muradin, Dwarf tosses in. Rain of Vengeance from the Vala. Landing onto a few enemies. Uther trying to back away. Currently have Lucio with some push-offs and such. No heavy caster level 13. Stormbolt lands onto the Vala. Crystal Aegis is up and available if needed. Some high fives from Lucio probably available as well. The Immortal, third Immortal phase of the game has spawned. Bottom lane fort still alive. Detainment Strike missing from the Ariel. She's 1 stack away from repeated defense. Carnage will be able to take down this fort by Kira. 150-second stack for Vala. She's going to be able to have that Creed of the Hunter 3%. Muradin chilling in the bush. Only 15 stacks on that level 1. Was thinking he might be a little bit higher on that one right now. Wait a second. Looking for the Stormbolt onto one particular hero. That's a Vala hit with a Dragon's Arrow. Haymaker from Muradin was attempted as well. That did push her around if you're wondering how she kind of moved a little bit after that. Final strike from Kira, looking for the damage needed. Urel jumps over the wall. She's chilling in the bush. I don't think she was seen here. Mounts up. Righteous Hammer. There's no follow-up into the Vala right now. But Sylvanas, I don't know where she's heading off to. Maybe she's going to go just hard push top lane. I mean, there's a catapult already fixated onto the keep here. If Vala locks down this and clears out the wave, this is a good guaranteed keep. And I don't know if they realize this on the side of Big Back Cats. It seems like they're very committed to this bottom lane. Meanwhile, Sylvanas is just winning through top. They have to leave this. They can't keep doing this. Sylvanas will just go win the game. Ah, I love it. I love it. I love it. Sylvanas is going to take this down because typically one catapult gets distracted by that. So I find that very funny. But the backs are being delayed a bit. No, I mean, Kira finally is back. Okay, there you go. Dubstep Sword will clear out the catapults. Hanzo, Muradin, they lose the keep front gate, but they're doing a great job of defending. Boombox with the Lucio was picked up at level 7. Does offer up 5 armor and is an indefinite... Well, I guess not indefinite, but... Until the health bar is cleared out or it's replaced, that boombox will stay. It's not like it has a timer on it. Bonus tower experience. Yep. But also, I mean, there's always one catapult that gets distracted. All right, third Immortal phase has been here for a little bit. Oh, do we have a flawless game? No, we got Piercing Arrow, unfortunately. Boo. Will the Forsaken just now picked up by the Sylvanas as we get into maybe another team fight here. Haymaker from Muradin onto the Lucio. Urel jumps in. Huge Dragon's Arrow. Wailing Arrow to follow that up. Lurking Arm from the Stukov. And that's a heck load of damage. Crystal Aegis onto one ally right there. I think it was the Uther who was saved. Ardent Defender activated as the Righteous Hammer does push the Kira around. It's Urel to be picked off here. Vala Manticore chunking onto these enemies, 200th stack and rising as she wants to keep chasing in, but will not be able to follow up onto much. Top lane camp is pushing up towards the core. The Immortal here will go to top lane, if won by the side of Big Black Cats, as this is the more well-defended lane with the fort still up and available. So I assume fort to fall, so at least that gives periodic catapult pressure against the constant. Immortal, let's take a look at the stats on our lad. 802 standard damage, 1,604 damage into structures, 22,350 points of health, and about 5k in shielding. A little less than that, but that's alright. Kira's rejoining the team. Sylvanas is pushing things up in bottom. She also possessed or stole away 3 minions, however you want to look at that phrasing. And yeah, this is definitely top lane fort going down. I don't see a way that they can deal with this. But, as I said, Sylvanas continues to push up bottom. Kira's going to hearth out for defense. Black arrows continue to amplify the siege here. And Kira's going to show up. What's the call? Will Sylvanas... Oh, nice wiggle right there. Avoids the grapple hook. Back over in top lane, the Immortal still has a little bit of HP. Haymaker onto the Uther. Pushes him back. Top lane keep front gate does go down. Yrel goes in, looking for the Vala. Doesn't land the Righteous Hammer. Good scatter into the corridor. Sonic Arrow gets some vision as well. Hanzo trying to step up, but he has to use the natural agility to back away. Sylvanas is here. Haunting Wave in. Looking to make... That's a good Wailing Arrow. Haunting Wave, second one with the Windrunner. Stormbolt from Murden does connect. But Vala, gotta be careful. Flailing Swipes push the enemies back into the hallway up on the north side of this map, and doesn't look like there's gonna be any other fight, siege, or potential. I say that, and Big Black Cats are still pushing up top lane. No level 20, no Farflight Quiver for the Vala, so she doesn't outrange structures. Trying to keep that hatred going. Murden lands the Stormbolt. Maybe was stepping up for a Haymaker right there, but just wasn't able to get to the far side of Vala for that displacement. Stun onto Casper. Lurking Arm from Stukov, thrown down on the ground. Vala vaults forward. Big damage onto Banana. Divine Shield applied as Banana just immediately starts hearthing out like, oh, I needed mana anyways. I wasn't scared. Down in bottom lane, Sylvanas is once again pushing things up. She stole away a catapult with their possession. Kira was anticipating a Haunting Wave teleport and didn't get the read. There was no activation onto that one. Still top lane siege continuing. Healing pathogens spread around. Double stuns onto Casper. Rain of Vengeance from the Vala. Darnovsky stepping up. Detainment Strike into the well. Ariel's been done with her level 4 for a little bit here. Murden goes down. He's trying to get that Haymaker set up for his allies, but Vala's traded. That's her second death, down to 15% bonus attack speed as Hanzo is trying to chase onto Reavers, but isn't able to continue that chase. Immortals will spawn on race potential sides for the first half here on the east-west. Okay, so we've got quarter level to 20, 3/4 of a level to 20. It's, honestly, it's still a pretty close map number 3 in this best of 5. Nice back and forth within these teams. 10 to 6 in kills, favoring Big Black Cats, who will be getting to 20 probably in a second here with this kill on Yrel, but she gets the Ardent Defender activated. Avenging Wrath away. Hand of Freedom. No, it looks like it's a Divine Steed insta-mount. Boombox from the Lucio. Looking for that Detainment Strike push, stun into the wall, but didn't find it. Devotion, or Divine Protection level 20 for our Uther here. Got the Mixing Fire for Lucio. We've got the Acrobat for Vala, so more vaulting. So vault resets, not going for the range increase. We do have, isn't this the one? Yeah, this is the one where you can see enemy heroes. So nearby enemy heroes below 50% are revealed. You gain 20% of movement speed while an enemy hero is revealed by you this way. Additionally, you deal 20% increased damage to these revealed enemies. Shield of Hope, by the way, for the Ariel. On the opposing side, it's going to be, Deafening Blast upgrade for the Sylvanas, which doubles the duration of the silence and also increases the damage by quite a bit to the center of the Wailing Arrow. Rewind Muradin, Bullseye Hanzo, Seraphim Yrel, and Controlled Chaos for the Stukov. a vengeance down from the Vala. Dragon's Arrow not connecting onto the enemies. The flailing swipe's a little anti-synergistic, but Vala vaulting in, trying to get these kills. Look at all that vault. Oh my god, so many vaults here. And yeah, this is looking like it's GG's. Even though the Immortal was won out by the side of top 2, the damage should be enough. Now, they're going to try their best to defend this. I mean, the Immortal is working its way through the bottom lane. Muradin does go down. Keep is going to be taken out here. Sylvanas, I don't know where she's going currently. I don't think Sylvanas Yrel can defend this, but we're going to see 10 seconds on Ardent Defender. Will of the Forsaken. Sylvanas tried to make something happen there. Divine Shield applied. And this is going to be Big Black Cats with a 1 game away from continuing through the lower bracket of Group A. And top 2 may be eliminated from this playoff. Not playoff, sorry, from this Group A qualifier. Group A qualifier, we're here in the lower bracket quarterfinal, and we're 1 map away. We'll see what happens. What a nice meme game. What a nice meme game. I agree. Which team wins Battlefield? It was the Big Black Cats. All right, chat. We could be 1 map away from the final, well, from the end of this series, which is our final best of the day. If you're having a good time, be sure to drop a follow. If you'd like to support further, it's always much appreciated. Got to do our little spiel as we're going to go ahead and roll out a block of ads. Get ready for map 4. As I said, could be the final map of the day. Hopefully it's not. No caster bias, except for more games. It's like a nice, well-balanced meal. I usually, like, it holds me over for, like, at least 6 to 8 hours on stream, so... Like, yesterday I finished stream, and I ended up eating, like, immediately after. Like, I finished, like, yesterday was a long stream day, but yesterday was such a blast. Oh my god, so yesterday was such a fun stream day. I got stuck on an Elden Ring boss for 2 hours, but you know what? I had a blast. We'll get him this week, or next week, I guess. Anyways, welcome back, everyone, into the Ravencourt Team League. We're here in Qualifier A. In day 1 of said qualifier, there's going to be Qualifier B next weekend. The teams are already set up for that. If you want to see what teams and the brackets and all that kind of stuff, exclamation bracket. If you'd like to know more about the Ravencourt, use exclamation Raven. That'll get you a link over to their website where you can join the Discord. You can check out the standings, all that good stuff. But also, there is a link towards to the Matcherino. No, not Matcherino. The GoFundMe. If you'd like to support the tournament, if you'd like to push the prize pool up, there's a link for that as well. And as I said, there's a bracket command if you want to just check out the bracket and all that good stuff. So 2 commands, 3 links, all that good stuff. Let's get into it. Vala and Zul'jin. Target bans for Tomb of the Spider Queen. As we have a Blaze Hanzo on the left-hand side for Big Black Cats will be banned away. First pick is going over to top 2. They opted into that as the losing side from Battlefield of Eternity just now. Going to first pick the Johanna. Map pick is coming out from Big Black Cats. And so here's the question that I pose. Is this going to be an early Zagara and Zarya? We did see both of those earlier picked today in the 1-2 slot for this team, for Big Black Cats, in this best of 5, actually. So there is a high possibility of getting some comfort picks because the target band onto our Vala player will be coming through. Gonna go for Muradin, and they pick up the Zarya still. We played a Cthulhu-type board game yesterday, and though we only won 1 of 4 games, I had a blast even when losing. I have to be honest, if you won 1 out of 4 games in a Cthulhu-type game, I think you're probably higher than the average. Because Cthulhu, from my understanding, a lot of Cthulhu-based games, you are kind of set up to fail. Like I think there's the tabletop Call of the Cthulhu, and I'm pretty sure that one is like, you're a human being dealing with, like, the old gods. Like, it's not like D&D where it's like, I'm a level 20 paladin and I'm fighting, I was gonna say Jesus. I'm fighting, I don't know, the Raven Queen or something. So it's yeah, like, Cthulhian games, the fact that you won 1 out of 4, hey, good on you. I also personally, I love Lovecraft horror, like, cosmic horror, oh my god. I'm gonna do a little movie night, I think, tomorrow, since we have a shorter stream day. I think we only have 2 best of 5s tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna do a little movie marathon, and one of the movies on the list is Annihilation. Dude, the books are way better. The books are way better, but the Annihilation movie is a good, fun adventure. It's one of those really cool, descents into madness sort of thing. So number of Lovecraft board games, most of them have set you up for failure, yeah. You're meant to be afraid, yeah. We played Eldritch Horror many times over the years. Surprising we have a 50% win rate. Oh, nice. Good on you. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of those games you are meant to fail. You're meant to be afraid. Yeah. I want like a new good, like, cosmic horror movie. Color Out of Space was alright, but it had some wonky moments that I didn't care for. Anyways, Murden, Zarya, Anduin, and Zagara. There's the Zagara once again for the side of Big Black Cats. They might as well just round out their draft with an Asmodan and just run it down a lane personally. Johanna, Hogger, Chromie on the right-hand side. They'll need a healer. I don't know if they're going to hypercarry with Chromie. Actually, you know what? Stab. I would love to see Imperious in the 4-man, and then you pick up, like, something with some CC as well. I don't hate this. Sustained damage from Tracer. Able to have a lot of mobility to poke at the enemies. Tracer, Malfurion synergize well together. You activate the heal on her. She goes and does stuff. You keep moon firing, and she's healing up while she's halfway across the map. Last pick on the left-hand side, probably going to be a solo laner. I'm assuming the Zagara will be with the core 4. That's kind of how that's how I think it's been run in the past. Are Big Black Cats gonna run it down? Or is Zagara solo lane? This is gonna be interesting. Maybe we'll get a map 5. Let me start up a gamble. Call of the Cthulhu tabletop game. Every time you learn something new, you shouldn't know you're required to take a sanity check. If you fail, your sanity slips a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of like Darkest Dungeon. Kind of like Darkest Dungeon a bit, no? When you have your stress meter. Of all the video games that could be movies, Darkest Dungeon would be such a good video game movie. I think there's so much from that game that you can easily pull and make into a movie. I really do. I mean, heck, just the intro. Just the intro is, like, killer. Anyways, let's talk about some Heroes of the Storm, and then we can get back into being distracted. On the left-hand side, up in this best of 5 elimination quarter bracket matchup, we have got the crew of Big Black Cats. Gara on the Zagara. Reavers playing your Zarya. Suspect Anduin. Azuma on Greymane, and Hard will be Muradin. Right side of the map. Looking to take us to a map number 5 and make this a one-map sort of elimination, if you will. Banana playing Chromie for the side of top 2. Casper, Hogger, Johanna Yaya will be your Johanna. Play on the Tracer, and Darnowski is playing that Malfurion as Murden tries to land a Stormbolt early on. Tracer blinks in. She did go Parting Gift level 1. Murden with Third Wind level 1, trying to keep some extra healing coming through. Higher threshold on healing, higher healing rate as well, and that's first blood in favor of Big Black Cats. They take down the Tracer, as once again, Zarya going Feel the Heat, level 1. What's up, Desert? How you doing? Zag solo, my guess? Well, your guess is incorrect, and you know the rules on the channel. You know the rules. When Twitch chat's wrong, you have to gift a sub. I don't make the rules, Bandit does. Cthulhu, Death May Die, 2009 is a gorgeous miniatures too. Ooh, I'll have to look into that. Johanna is getting chunked, but chunked is pretty much it. mounts up, looks to step up into the Zarya, gets immediately chastised. Greymane bottom lane. We currently have Hogger over here on the right, grabbing this camp. He's getting a little bit low, but he should be able to manage this on his own. Might have to Hearth out for full. Or does he have a well tap? Zagara top lane currently. Oh, Zarya and friends go down to bottom. I think they were looking to pressure Tracer, but that's not going to happen. And Greymane joins in the rotation towards mid. Zagara still focusing on top. Looks like Greymane might jump into mid here and there. It does kind of seem like it's actually Zagara solo top lane, and Core 4 is rotating mid to bottom. That is something that we have seen teams do as well in the past. Tracer trying to land a pulse bomb. Misses the Zagara here. Oh, thank you, Lord Hakos. Thank you, bud. Appreciate that. Thank you. I can look that up after stream easily, since I got a new tab of it. Trying to run down Greymane a bit here in bottom. He'll be fine. Couple of razor swipes to get to safety. Currently have the mid lane camp on the from Big Black Cats being worked on. Mid lane camp was already cleared out, the one that Hogger got. Siege Giants in bottom lane. Nice horizontal bounce from Hogger. Should be able to finish this out quite quickly. Muradin, Dwarf Toss is in. He's looking to invade Anduin, Zagara, Greymane. They're all here. The gang's all here, except for Zarya, actually. Pulse bomb onto the Muradin. He's looking to get out of here. Dwarf Toss was denied by that Condemn, and a barrier activated onto Zagara, as this is some decent damage continuing out from top 2 in these engagements. I looked over and I was like, man, it's only noon, and then I realized, oh my god, we've been streaming for 5 hours since I started at 7 a.m., so... Nice chunky stream still today. I thought it was going to be a super short stream, but glad to have some wonderful games for all of you to cast. So glad. And tomorrow, I believe we have 2 best of 5s. I believe it's 2 best of 5s tomorrow. A little bit of a pause here for competitive integrity. We jump out of the game. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with this. Oh my god, sorry. I'm trying to get the game in the background, but tab out to OBS. There we go. Cthulhu Death May Die. Nice. Buy a copy. How much is it? $100 on Amazon. That's a little pricey. The German edition. Oh my god. If you were to buy it in Germany but get the English edition, it's €240. But if you buy from France, the German edition, it's €45. Huh, interesting. Anyways, Amazon, how much is this? $96. I'm gonna hit up my buddy and see if maybe he might actually have this game. I have to ask my friend. Whenever I go back to Michigan, I usually play a bunch of board games with some friends. Like, I stay over at a friend's house that has, like, a crazy amount of board games, so usually there's, like, one game that he introduces to me, and then there's, like, a bunch of games that I'm like, I want to play this. Like, there's the Street Fighter board game. I always want to play that. I lose all the time, but I have such a blast. And then I think that was the last time I was actually, the last time I was visiting, we played a bunch of the Marvel game, where you're kind of like, it's like a co-op game. I'm forgetting the name of it. Marvel Strike Force? That doesn't sound right. That sounds like that sounds like Raid Shadow Legends, but either way. 7 talents here, almost here. We're back into map number 4 in this best of 5 series. 1-0 in kills. Twitch gambles have closed. We got some nice odds. Thank you, everybody. Muradin throwing some auto attacks into this Tracer. Does have the Skullcracker level 7. Barrier activated onto Zarya, self-barrier. More corpse feeders being thrown out by the Zagara. Nope, it's infested drop. Corpse feeders, the level 1. God dang it. We have friends who have over 350 games. We get together once a week. Oh, yeah. That's, he has a tabletop group that comes over to his house on Thursdays, so usually when I would visit him, I'd hang out with my family, like, Tuesday to Thursday, and then I'd go over to his place and do board games with them. There was, the last time I was visiting, there was, like, this board game based off of mushrooms, and, like, you had to, like, expand your colony through spores and stuff. It was really interesting. Apparently one of the guys and it was like a Kickstarter only sort of board game thing, but one of the guys there like always backs these really unique, not weird, but very unique games, and so he'll bring those over, and he brought that, and I had such a blast. I also won, so I'm happy about that. Chromie's done with her level 1 deep breathing, so the Dragon's Breath is going to be having mana reduction as well as cooldown reduction. And, you know, the quest, you've also increased the damage up by 20%. Marvel Strike Force is the mobile gacha game. That's what I thought. Well, there's a Marvel game. I actually got it from my brother for Christmas this past year. And it has a lot of expansions, but it's like you work together to defeat, like, a procedurally generated, like, boss. Not really procedurally generated. It's kind of like... There's some RNG to it, but you, like, select a boss, and they have certain cards, and you just, like, flip those cards over at certain points in the game. I'm not doing a good job of explaining it, but what I do, it's a great job of explaining Here's the Storm, because we have Anduin getting his first stack of Piercing Light Chastise. 25 gems in the pocket of this Muradin as he needs to back away, gets the barrier. Dwarf tosses backwards. Neither team has summoned a Web Weaver, but we're fairly close on both sides. This 10 Talenteer will be here first on the left-hand side. Go for the throat, Light Bomb. Muradin Avatar, we got the Expulsion Zone, and Zagara. Does she go Nidus? It's probably going to be Devouring Maw. On the opposing side, Tracer Pulse Bomb upgrade to the Sticky Bomb, as well as Blessed Shield, Tranquility, which is activated right now, Temporal Loop, and the Shockwave from the Hogger. Pulse Bomb is still up and available. It doesn't look like Tracer has a good target for it, so she won't be throwing that down just yet. It's always weird when Muradin gets CC'd in the air. Back in my day, it was an unstoppable. Sleep onto the Zarya. The Temporal Loop was used on her as well. Pulse Bomb, Sticky Bomb, decent damage. Can they take down Zarya before the Light Bomb goes off? Absolutely. Gems to be dropped. And the members of top 2 are looking to get some nice siege damage with this first Web Weaver summon. Let me check here really quickly. 5, 20... I think they have back-to-back turn-ins here. Rough math seems like it has enough for back-to-back turn-ins. We'll find out when this Web Weaver phase expires. Avatar activated. Little thunderclap down on the ground to try and clear things out. Root. Is there a boot? Condemned from Johanna. Muradin's able to dwarf toss over the fort. My apologies. Tracer dove in deep with the help of Hogger. Takes down Greymane. Almost getting picked off here in bottom lane as Muradin will be taken out by the Johanna through mid with the help of Chromie. Devouring Maw connects onto Chromie. No, it doesn't. She gets the timeout in time. Johanna, very low, but Malfurion comes through with heals, and honestly, a really, really good objective phase here. 57 gems. They're going to be picked up by Anduin, but here comes the rest of the team. The Light Bomb to try and zone back the enemies. The Iron Skin denies it. Greymane respawns. He's going to pick those up. Lunges through the gems with the Dark Flight and will not be punished, but man, oh man. A few good kills for top 2 who want that map number 5. They do not want to be eliminated from this lower bracket in Group A. What's this Trace? Jumper. I feel like I don't see this very often. When Blink has no charges remaining, its cooldown refreshes 150% faster. Casting Blink grants Tracer a shield equal to 6.5% of her maximum health for 3 seconds. The shield stacks up to 3 times. Oh. Interesting. The back-to-back turn-ins available, and it will be achieved here. Hogger gets the horizontal bounce set up. A few allies did hearth out after getting their gems turned in to be able to get full mana and such. And here we go, 13 talent tier advantage. Chromie's already got her level 16 because 14 is here. Level 13 almost picked up by Big Black Cats. We do have a Temporal Loop on to Muradin, activates the Avatar. Currently have Tracer in the backline with a Pulse Bomb on a Suspect who drops a whole heck load of healing to try and stay alive. Johanna, very low, gets the Tranquility healing from Malfurion. Good cleanse out from him as well with the Nature's Cure, but Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. Greymane lunges in, finds the kill. No counter kill as Tracer on the left-hand side was hit by a Devouring Maw. Now Casper coming in with the Shockwave. Does land that on Zarya. Murden Dwarf tosses in the Staggering Blow. And Greymane goes for the throat, lunges in, gets the reset, goes for the Vala. Can't find the kill. Rolls in. Pulse Bomb. That's a good blink. Oh, wait, right into the Murden Stormbolt. But Malfurion still here with some heals. Is it enough? Looks like Tracer's able to wiggle around, and the Webweaver is still pushing in. Bottom lane onto the keep, front gate, mid lane, pushing onto the keep, but that thing's so very low, it just now expires. Tracer goes to top lane, working on those sidewalls, getting that pulse bomb damage built back up, getting some globes here for the allies as well, but I don't think they get the top lane for it. It's still a little too healthy, and the rotation from the side of Big Black Cats will be in play. 6-3 in kills, but those later game kills are kind of closing this experience gap that's starting to form. About a level difference between these two teams, but the talent here is so very close for top 2. Light Bomb onto the Murden, zones the enemies for a moment. Murden's alive for a second. Unfortunately, the barrier, not enough. Now Tracer blinks in, Hogger spins, looking for the Shockwave, lands it onto the Anduin, and Chromie takes Zarya to the beach with some Sandblast. Anduin considering to pick up those gems, but those will be fading away, gone forever. Flush down the toilet of Tomb of the Spider Queen. With the double kill, not enough for a turn-in. Greymane will get it, sneak the turn-in over here. First turn-in of the game, completely from Greymane. 50 of the 57. Johanna won't be able to make the rotation time. But either way, boss does go through top lane in favor for top 2, who, as I said, their trajectory is pretty promising for a map number 5. There was someone in chat who once was like, Zagara's creep should be unkillable. It's like, that sounds broken. This is why the Heroes of the Storm community should not do balance updates. Oh, let me just go ahead and make my favorite character the most OP thing ever. Doesn't matter how it shapes the game. Creep should be indefinite and unkillable. It's like, wait, what? No, that'd be insane. Pulse Bomb, Leap of Faith. Unfortunately, Zarya does go down. Hogger gets an insanely good bounce. Is there a shockwave available? I think was it just used? Yeah, it was just used recently, 13 seconds ago. Murden does go down. Top lane boss will be cleared out, and it looks like Webweavers from the blue side will get a little bit of value. 10-3 in our kills currently, 18-16 in levels. As I said, top 2 with a really good play here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. They're 2 gems away from a turn-in. Chromie checking around with some Sandblasts. Enough gems will be found off the top of the mid lane wave here. Who's holding the last bit? Hogger, who's working on a camp, and Johanna, she needs 6 so she can get that off of bottom lane wave. Chromie doesn't pick up the one. Oh, okay, they're splitting it all. Ah, I see. See, the thing is, though, rotating like this, getting all these camps, it does give the opportunity for a turn-in, but the double shield glare delays out Greymane. Johanna trying to use those Blessed Hammers to get a delay and does manage to do so. Hogger gets the camp for bottom. Other allies grab that Bruiser camp from mid. Tracer gets into the backline. Pulse Bomb onto Zagara. Sustained damage is pretty good. Murden Dwarf tossing towards the allies as Tracer gets the kill onto Zagara. Temporal Loop onto our Zarya. She does throw down an Expulsion Zone. Some Sandblast going out from Chromie. Temporal Loop, excuse me. Tranquility from Malfurion activated here. Trying to heal up some allies as the chase onto Zarya does continue. Hogger with a bounce around. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to chase in anything extra. Boss in top lane up in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Half a level to go for 20 talents here. Webweaver summoning is available for top 2 as well as Big Black Cats. Hogger gets the last bit of a turn in. This might be the push to win for that map number 5, chat. Murden is picked off here. Expulsion Zone goes down. Greymane lunges into the backline. Banana so very low. Gilnean splash. Nice time trap from Chromie. Tries to go for the Gilnean Splash, doesn't get it off anyone, no kill. Onto the Chromie, who was on a couple hundred HP, maybe. Even in StarCraft, creep can be cleared. Exactly. Exactly. It's exactly my point. But you know what? I want my hero and Heroes of Storm to be OP. Pulse Bomb, Shockwave doesn't connect. Light Bomb zones the enemies for a moment. Web Weaver through mid. Almost getting the keep here. Devouring Maw into the Johanna. Expulsion Zone coming out after that. Mid keep has gone down. Bottom keep will fall as well. Top lane keep front gate is opened up. And 20 talents here on the right-hand side. Total recall. We've got the Radiating Faith. Malfurion with Serenity upgrade. Power Spike for the Hogger, as well as Stuck in a Loop for Chromie. And not a singular fort has fallen. Now, bottom lane fort around 50%. Mid is very healthy, as well as top with the gates available. About 40-some gems needed for a Webweaver summoning. And are they calling to end here? Bala should do 420 million damage with Hungering Arrow like in Diablo 3. I can't believe you would say something like that and not put a cap at the end of it. How ridiculous. I mean, yeah, Li Ming should be able to clear minion waves with just Calamity, right? That's how that works. Who's got all these gems? 57 for Greymane. Tracer will scout him out, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's one blink in, two blinks in. Eyes in the dark, but here comes Johanna. Couple autos. There's a lot of gems to be lost here. Leap of Faith maybe saves the Blessed Shield, the Shockwave. Oh my god, Zagara goes down as well. Johanna looking to body block at the end of this little corridor fight. Here comes Hogger. On the left side of our screen, Muradin stuck in a loop over here as well, as Muradin will back away, but it doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to map 5. Ladies and gentlemen, Murloc mains, Cho'Gall champions, Divine Divas is achieved by top 2, and this is looking like a map number 3. Or map number 5. Let's go! Best of 5 series goes to a map 5. You love to see it. Hey, I want to gamble. Oh, I should pay this incorrectly out then, right? I should pay it out incorrectly? One map to go between... Nicely done, Anduin. One map to go between these two teams. Winner continues on through the lower bracket. Loser. That's the end of their tournament potential for Ravencourt Team League. We're going to go ahead and roll out some ads. Get ready for the final map of the day. As a reminder, if you're enjoying the stream, having a good time, be sure to subscribe. Every little bit helps us continue full-time streaming, bringing you awesome games, and paying our bills and feeding the good boy that is Bandit. Let's go ahead and get set up. Here we go. Consider Infernal Shrines. Map number 5 in this best of 5 elimination match between the members of Big Black Cats versus Top 2. This is our lower bracket quarterfinal. Winner of this goes on to the lower bracket semifinal tomorrow morning. That'll be our first best of 5 of the day, starting at 7 a.m. my time. Good old early morning hots. Waking up at 5 a.m. for some fantastic games. But let's get into it. First pick goes over the side of Big Black Cats. It's the losing team on Tomb of the Spider Queen. The crew of top 2 are rallying here. Not really a reverse sweep, but hey, they're coming from behind a bit, as this will be another target ban on Davala. Hogger removed as well. I wonder if we do see the Zul'jin banned away by top 2 as well. It's a high possibility. What do they want to get rid of here? Maybe a Chromie ban. It's been kind of annoying. They're actually going to get rid of the Johanna. Okay. So, get rid of the main tank. Zul'jin ban? They haven't seen it, but why risk it? It seems like top 2 have an answer for the Zagara. There's the Zul'jin ban once again. All right, what's our first pick here? What is going to be our first pick for the map number 5? It's Inferno Shrine. Shrine clear is important. Maybe they go... Could look at a main tank early on as well. I was trying to avoid being like, I bet it's Blaze, but there we go. It's Blaze. Artanis? Yeah, but here's the thing, Crush. These teams don't want to win. That's the issue. These teams don't want to win, so I don't think we're going to see much Artanis. Looks like a Cho'Gall draft. Kel, I think you nailed that. Kel, why aren't you doing the analysis today? Why am I here? I think you're absolutely nailing that. Leoric Diablo on the right-hand side. Good double pickup early on. You can really flex your draft with these two heroes. Leoric for the solo lane. Great around the objective phasing as well. Diablo just a solid tank through and through. Do they consider an early Garrosh to try and punish Diablo diving in? It's not like you pick Garrosh and win, but it could be an answer to some of his aggression. Blaze and what? Lucio in the house? Okay, we meme around Cho'Gall, but there is literally a Cho'Gall setup here. There is a Cho'Gall setup here. It's doable. It's doable. We'll see what the ban is. The ban could allude to whether or not that's going to be the case. Oftentimes we see things like Greymane or Tychus banned away. But I mean, realistically, there's so many auto attackers that end up getting tons of percent base value as their kit goes on. Hanzo with Giant Slayer, Falstad with his sustained winds level 13, Tailwinds is level 1 activation for that frequent flyer, but Zagara removed. No Zagara. Like, it's one player has had 3 bans against them. I don't have an awesome beard and dog. Who are you talking about, Kel? Who are you even talking about, Kel? I'm so confused. Oh, you must be talking about Peanut Butter, the speedrunner that had a home run right at the end of that was such a good run. Oh my god. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, there was a dog that has been trained to be able to play video games, and it was awesome. It was like probably one of the best GDQ runs this event. Granted, I haven't seen Donkey Kong Country 3, and I didn't get to see the Grand Poo World 3 run last night, because Grand Poo World 3 started as I was closing my book, because I read a few chapters of The Wise Man Fear, the second book in the King Killer Chronicles. All right, last few picks. I mean, come on, Cho'Gall it. If you wanna continue in this tournament, you Cho'Gall. Nope, they're losing.
Hell, it's about damn time.
What? Solo lane Kira, main tank Blaze? I just got home from disc golf tournament, hella fun, but damn, it shows how out of shape I am and how much I hate the deadly laser. I have every single time I've ever disc golfed in my life, I have the next day I've been miserable, like pain wise. So it's not for me. I'm too. It's just, I don't know. The way you have to throw the disc and stuff, I don't know. I always mess myself up. Start prediction. Which team wins the final game of the day? Chat. Final game of the day. Let's get a nice big prediction on this one. Let's get a nice humongous prediction, everybody. Big gambles. Good weather considering the humidity. Oh, nice, nice. Well, glad you had fun. Welcome back.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
25,000 out the gate immediately on top 2 on the right-hand side. Johanna Yaya. will be your Diablo. Casper playing Leoric, Banana, Genji, Darnowski playing Stukov, and last but not least, we have got Play on the Junkrat. Left side of our map, Big Black Cats. Asinma will be yours, Kira. Got a Reavers Sylvanas, hard on Blaze. Gara with your Tychus, and suspect Lucio. Blaze with Enduring Stimpack level 1. So, Kira solo lane, Blaze main tank. Oh, well, just like that. Thank God Ninja's here because he's Ninja. Well, usually it's Ninja who's matching some high gambles. So 24 holes and had to play them twice by my 40th. My wrist was. Oh my God, that's actually insane. Tahoe has so we have like a public area called the Bijou Park, and that has a 27-hole disc golf course. When my buddy was visiting in the fall this past year, he wanted to go, so I was like, oh, I'll walk the course with you. And we were out there for like 5 hours. Oh my God. Genji gets the kill into Kira in top lane. Looks like Banana will reset. First Punisher is going to be Arcane in the top lane. I place not last. Oh, nice. Shall we play a game? What kind of game do you want to play, Kel? Overwatch difference, it's a red victory. Arcane, Punisher, top lane, bottom lane. We're going to be seeing Impaler Camp grabbed over here. Oh my God, we got... Oh, 69 to almost 69,000. Nice. Nice, chat. Alright, Impaler Camp has been finished out for bottom lane. Impaler Camps in mid are crashing here. Level 4 is on the way. Tychus did go for that press the advantage. He has the 1.1 range increase. Overpower. No shadow charge to move him around. Genji trying to get decent damage into Tychus. Activates deflect. Tychus responds with a overkill right after that deflect expires. Who's got the channel points to make that? See, here's the thing. I think there's like 6 people who are like, I don't want to put too much on. I don't want to ruin the 69,000. Oh, it's ruined. Never mind. But we got a lot of channel points in the line. Thank you. Master Assassin Tychus here with the revolving sweep right here. Concussion Mine from Junkrat doesn't get any displacement. Objective phase number 1 is up and available. We got the Bog Down or the Boom Pow for our Junkrat here at level 4. Neil Peasants, Leoric, Shuriken Mastery, Genji, picking up 12 stacks already. Firestomp build for our Diablo continues. Oh, wait, bottom lane? Nah, they're not going to be able to take down Genji. He's got mobility. He's fine. Your pain is my gain. Basic attacks against enemy heroes cause Kira to gain 10 armor for 3 seconds, stacks 3 times. So that's like, the math on that I would lead me to believe like 30, 40,000 armor or something. The butt kind. Oh. I don't know what kind of games those are. Tychus with the help of Sylvanas are just running down bottom lane. Genji was trying to throw some shurikens in, and it doesn't even seem like Banana can defend this bottom lane currently. Jumps in. Couple tower shots on. Oh, ooh, damage over time. Damage over time. That'll be a kill onto Genji, who was trying to defend bottom lane. It does not go well for him. Firestomp from Diablo. Shadow charges onto Sylvanas. Pings onto her. Meanwhile, there's going to be a Arcane Punisher over to the side of top 2. You know, I'm going to start paying attention to the game. I was just watching the gamble numbers. Nothing wrong with that. It's like watching the stock ticker go up or down. In the rhythm. No, Combat Tactician, excuse me. And the rhythm has a different glow on that barrel. I think it's a green glow. But Combat Tactician for our Tychus. Genji's still trying to jump onto Suspect and harass him. Swift Strike away. Diablo Shadow charges in. Genji has left the engagement. It does seem like the rest of the team is... this is really awkward. Diablo was trying to get away. The Lurking Arm was zoning back the enemies, but it didn't do enough, and that is going to be Big Black Cats with a double kill here, bolstering their experience. They might find a counter kill. Doesn't look like it. York about to... Excuse me, sorry. Just have that random, like, dryness all of a sudden. Anyways. Lurking Arm down from Stukov. Blaze able to get out with the Jet Propulsion. Concussion Mine splits the Lucio for a moment. My feet are angry. Well. Tylenol always helps. Or Advil, actually. Take down any inflammation. Or you could just soak your feet in the bathtub. You know? Dump a bunch of, you know, empty the ice tray from your freezer. That, when was the last time you did that? Just empty that into the bathtub, put some cold water in there. You could actually put in some table salt too if you wanted to make the ice a little bit colder. Though I actually think that's mitigated by the water. I'm not 100% sure on that part, but Commandeer Odin. Oh, it's Draken Laser Drill coming down. Entomb from Leoric. We currently have a Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas, so she's stuck inside this Entomb. Somehow, some way, she's gonna live. The massive shove is gonna massively shove Sylvanas to death. We gotta check the death recap on that when this is over. Kira interrupted on her final strike, and a triple kill comes through for the side of top 2. I'm sorry, Sylvanas, how much? Baby girl, how much? 17 overkill from the massive shove. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen one of those before. I honestly don't think I've ever seen a massive shove kill. Like, I've seen a massive shove into a tower, and then, you know, they die to tower shots, but never the collision. Ard is gonna be able to Jet Propulsion just as Diablo lands the Shadow Charge in. Oh! Oh! I didn't think the final strike was actually going to be enough damage, but nicely done. Genji, 1 stack away on Shuriken Mastery. Our Mortar Punishers up available for the bottom lane. Fill a small tub with water, season with salt, chili powder, onion powder, cumin, and bake at 325, and your feet will be cured. Well, chat, you know that, right? You know the whole thing of table salt interaction with ice makes it colder, right? Riptire from the Junkrat. Does get some skeletal defenders here. The Entomb from Leoric will be denied by a bunker from Blaze. Draken Laser Drill coming out once again. Lightning Breath from the Diablo as the Wailing Arrow connects onto Stukov and Tychus gets the kill. Final strike, no connection onto Banana as he's able to swift strike away, get the Hearth out in the bush. Objective phase looking promising for Big Black Cats. Not sure if top 2 can step back into this, and doesn't look like they will. Top lane, though, does have a massive wave on this fort, and this should be a free fort over to the side of top 2.
Red team has destroyed a fort. Blue team has summoned the Mortar Punisher.
Okay. Concussion Mine on the ground. Massive gamble on this game. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it greatly. We have Kira going down to the Genji in top. It looks like there was a dive onto him. We got 1, 2, 3 Hearthing. Is this all scouted out? They might not see that Hearth out, but still. Top lane wave is still pretty promising with the Fallen Shaman. Over in bottom, Junkrat pulls the Punisher, gets the Concussion Mine. Gets the Concussion Mine activation in time. Stukov with a Lurking Arm. Looking at the Sylvanas who Haunting Waves into the Entomb. Bunker on the side from Blaze. Extract from Genji. Lucio trying to keep things going. Sylvanas is blown up by the Riptire as Genji goes in with a few more Shurikens. Has that Shin Gun level 16. Junkrat managing the Punisher. Top lane, Fallen Shaman has opened up the keep front gate, and Kira's here to clear that out. Push off from Lucio as the Heavy Caster level 13 for that small stun. I think it's like 0.5 seconds. Yeah. like it's my job. Tychus will also be going to That's the Stuff. Minigun heals Tychus for 100% of the bonus damage dealt after it expires. Don't be like me and stand still and be like, why am I not getting instantly healed? It's because it's until it's expired. Not during. Well, Junkrat's got that bog down level 7. He's also got the Ripper Air for a bit of mobility. Frozen Punisher will be up next in mid lane. We should see the announcement for that in about a minute and a half. Until then, 16 talents here will be picked up by top 2. Big Black Cat will get close to level 16, but I don't think they're going to be having it. They might have to spend a little bit at the beginning of the objective phase finishing that out. But experience is still pretty quick here. Blaze being slowed activates his Enduring Stim Pack. Fire Stomp out from Genji, could you imagine? Fire Stomp from Diablo, as we're still just waiting to see what the push looks like on the map. Fallen Shaman on the left side is available, right side 30 seconds, Impaler in bottom is 2 minutes. Impalers around this sort of triangle area for mid and bottom are anywhere from 2 to 2 minute 20. Revolving sweep onto Diablo. Kira grapples out of that as the rest of the team was around to help out Diablo right afterwards. We do have the level 16 Reflect for the Genji. Deflect also deals an additional 33% of the damage blocked. Draken Laser Drill has been summoned. That's a 90? No, it's a 100-second cooldown, I think. Yeah. 100 mana, 100-second cooldown. Level 13 is going to be that Cold Embrace for the Sylvanas. Shadow Dagger reduced the armor of the initial target by 25, and any enemies it spreads to by 10 for 2.5 seconds. Jet Propulsion finds a Steel Trap. Kira able to get the grapple out, or she's still chased down by Leoric. The bunker's available. The fight continues over here. Sylvanas Haunting Wave in, Entomb from Leoric. Riptire from Junkrat is going to be denied by the Wailing Arrow for Sylvanas, and it's a nice double kill for Big Black Cat. And now they look for the Diablo. High five from Lucio coming through. Black Arrow from Sylvanas. Diablo able to get behind the gate before the Jet Propulsion stun does collide. Objective phase is here. 16 talents here on both sides. Bunch of shurikens through Reavers, and that is a beautiful Lightning Breath to cook up the Banshee Queen. And now Genji just popping off with another Swift Strike reset. Blaze doesn't have a bunker for 30 seconds. Revolving sweep from Kira. Gonna try and make something happen, and Stukov does go down. Well, at least a couple kills were achieved by top 2. It's 8-8 in kills, but objective phase is up and available, and it's, well, it's 3v3. It's 3v3. Junkrat's respawn. Bottom lane wave is starting to stack up a little bit here. We'll see Genji tapping well. Junkrat using his concussion mine to get over here a little bit faster. Looks like Genji will go into bottom lane and harass onto the Kira, who wants to push up onto the keep front gate. Is anyone even playing Resurgence of the Storm still? I feel like there was like a big... Like, there was massive excitement about it, and it died off like within a month, not even. Okay. What's going on over here? What were they expecting? Like, they were like, oh, we'll just gank Genji as he clears out bottom lane wave. Anyways, mid lane Punisher, Frozen, takes down the fort immediately. Diablo Shadow charges in. He's got no way out of this. Wailing Arrow from Savant. I can't believe it. The Riptire actually opened up the gate enough for him to back away. Draken Laser Drill summoned here. Focusing on to the Punisher as Genji goes in with the extra. Can't find the last little bit of damage. And the Draken Laser Drill will be cleared out. But the Punisher will be pulled over to the north side of the lane. Gets about 25% of this keep. And the members of top 2 will exit that siege. They want nothing new. They want to be back in 2016 when we had dollar McChickens and we had HTC and then the world was a happier place. And we had Here's the Dorm back then too. Bunker from Blaze. 9 to 8 in kills. Concussion Mine zones. Guys, sorry, I'm laughing so hard at that Crush. I'm laughing so hard at that statement. They just want the same thing forever. And it ain't that the truth? I mean, go look at Twitch viewership. Ain't that the truth? Oh, Diablo trying to get out of this alive. Final strike is not gonna be enough. The healing pathogen coming out in time from our Stukov. Jet propulsion from Blaze. He's looking at Twin Flames onto this Diablo, but still, disengage is good enough. Who doesn't want Dollar McChickens? The McDonald's CEOs that can make... They can make a 300% margin on an item that they used to still make profit off of, but now they can make faster profit off of it. Riptire upgrade with the extra oomph. We've got Living Weapon Genji. Top off Stukov, right? Yep, top off Stukov. Super Strains the 16. Buried Alive Leoric and Hellgate for the Diablo. Less than a quarter level for big black cats to be able to get their 20s here. Just turtle up a little bit, waiting for the waves to crash in. Mortar Punisher will be down in bottom lane. One fort still available in that lane for the side of big black cats. Oh, it's getting tense here. 9 to 8 in kills, favoring top 2. 20 talents here on the left-hand side. Fortified Bunker, Mixing Fire Lucio. We've got that Sanctuary for our Kira, as well as that, is it Combat? No, not Combat Tactician. Bob and Weave. Right. Deafening Blast again. Another Deafening Blast game from a Sylvanas player. Opposing side, too. All heroics are available. Let's see what we got here. I'm a little surprised we didn't see Focusing Dioids level 20 for Tychus. That upgrade is really good to burn down Immortals. It also gets really good siege damage. It also gets really good team fight value around this objective area. Jet Propulsion lands onto 2. Genji dives in the backline. Suspect the target of a few shurikens. Riptire from Junkrat. As I mentioned, he's got extra oomph. If it's 2 enemy heroes, he's able to get a full reset, but it looks like that is going to get no value at all. Jet Propulsion connects onto this Genji. High fives from Lucio, Mixing Fire, Wailing Arrow from the Sylvanas. We have the Entomb from Leoric, the Flailing Swipes going out, or the Massive Shove, I thought. I saw the animation for that, but not the case whatsoever. Leoric does go down. Diablo's souls will be consumed, and that's an awkward moment for the side of top 2. Now, the benefit in all of this is they did have the Fallen Shaman pushing onto the keep. That did arrive. Junkrat's going to go push up a wave here. Are they committed to just ending? Genji and Junkrat are committed to end here, I think. What is going on in this game? Getting a camp in bottom lane all of a sudden. No hearths out. Okay, it looks like they will go back and defend. I literally thought like Genji and Junkrat were trying to backdoor an end, and I was like, what? Okay, never mind. Black Arrow from the Sylvanas locks down the keep. Big Black Cats. They're potentially moments away from this victory here. As Kira's on her way from core. Banana getting really low. X-Strike away for safety. 300 HP. As the Riptire from Junkrat gets a reset. Looking for a second. Need to hit 3 enemy heroes. Only got 2, so 20-second cooldown currently. Lightning Breath from Diablo. Beautiful Entomb from the Leoric. They catch the Blaze inside, but it's just not going to be lasting long enough. We have the Draken Laser Drill on core. Punisher will expire. 72% remaining. As a reminder, this is an elimination match. If the members of top 2 lose here, that is the end of their Group A potential. And no way of getting into Group B, I believe. I mean, honestly, the same can be said about Big Black Cats. It's really coming down to it right now. Coming down to the wire. Oh, we got, oh, Yanthor, your cat said hello to Twitch chat. That's so sweet. Do not apologize. Crush realized it faster than all of us, and honestly, that's just adorable to me. No apology necessary, homie. Shadow charge onto Lucio. Kira dives in as well. Johanna doesn't have full souls. Has to use Hellgate to get away. Extract from the Genji, living weapon, trying to get some cooldown reduction. We have a Riptire almost taking out Kira. I was gonna say that's pretty close, but won't be enough. Catapults have arrived in the top lane on core, but I do gotta say that this is gonna be Sylvanas respawning in a moment. High five from Lucio trying to help out his ally. Is it gonna be enough? Here comes a Riptire from Junkrat. Wailing Arrow coming out from Sylvanas. They clear out the Riptire. 69 second on that cooldown, but it does seem like the members of top 2 hold on and they're going to be able to take down Big Black Cat. I do believe Kira Sylvanas for the defense. Banana getting a little low, jumps away. Healing Pathogen should be able to spread to him. Looks like it was actually already activated. Reavers taken out. Revolving Sweep from Kira. She gets a final strike. Entomb from Leoric has found her, and that right there is going to wrap up a for the side of top 2, and they are going to continue their run in this lower bracket tomorrow morning. GG, well played. Top 2 have eliminated Big Black Cats. Yanthor, now that you have told us that you have a foster kid, and that means you do have to post photos in Discord. Them's the rules. That rule I did make, actually. That was not a bandit rule. The bandit rule is that if you say something incorrect in Twitch chat, you have to gift a sub. Still waiting, Desert. GG's! GG's! Alrighty, everybody. Alrighty, let's pay out the people. Top 2 did win Infernal Shrines. That was a top 2 win. They will be continuing on in the bracket, as I mentioned. But that, unfortunately, is the end of our stream today. We will be going ahead and getting a host and raid going. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow morning. We'll have 2 best of 5s.